Alright, so that worked. I had put the microphone was on the laptop microphone in NVIDIA Shadowplay and not on my headset microphone. So surprising it actually sounded as good as it did, because I didn't notice that it was like really bad. I just thought my headset didn't sound that great, but it was still like okay. But it should sound a lot better now. One thing I don't like about this headset is I moved the microphone like up to like my nose to get away from my mouth because of the breathing noises, and it still has breathing noises. So that's annoying. Yeah, the last video I made, I didn't post it yet because I don't really love it. I don't love how it came out. But I'll probably just post it anyway so that there's not a discontinuity. But yeah, I definitely have been looting quite a lot of stuff in hell. Let's go get rid of this banner. I made some more pumpkin pies. So I'm pretty geared up right now for weapons. I need here you go. There you go, bucko. I still need a horseshoe pretty bad. So let's see how many platforms we can make. Let's take a look at the map. Let's keep going. I almost made it all the way to that side on the sky. Let's go to the left and keep going for a little bit over there. And do we have magic powder? I think we ran out. Let's buy some more powder for the corruption over there. Did I just sit on her lap? What just happened? Purification powder. 4 hundo. That's about right. Pew 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 pew. Pew pew pew. Meow. I was thinking about my Minecraft server today. How I've been abandoning it. I feel guilty. Both of my Minecraft servers are like kind of abandoned, but I had to, you know. I had some stuff I had to do. I had to build my shack for the winter because winter was coming. Get some of this coffee over here. Hold on, fam. Is that a red crescent moon? Oh no, the harpies. It's annoying you can't pause this. I think maybe you can in the settings. Like turn on pausing. But I can't drink coffee and shoot at the same time with one hand. Well, maybe if I do this. Well, I need my bird. Alright, I almost drank all my coffee. Hold on. Dude, you know what I was thinking about the other day? So you know how, like, I don't know if you guys, like, have seen those people, like, the faces of meth or whatever, just, like, destroys people and makes them look like 100 years old after they're addicted to it. Coffee is kind of like light meth, right? It's the same kind of drug, it's just a lot weaker, basically. So to people who drink lots of coffee all the time, they're like aging quicker. They're like meth lighting themselves light, you know? Maybe. Thinking. Because, oh, there's an island right there. Oh, I already went to this one, didn't I? Did I go to that one? Because, like, when you drink coffee, it's harder to sleep, and it raises your, like, blood pressure and stress. And everybody's already stressed and already has high blood pressure. And has trouble. A lot of people have trouble sleeping. Hannibal moved in up here, but at the same time, like, it's so good. Coffee is like amazing. Feels so good to. I guess that's the same thing that happens with meth. It feels really good, but then you age a million years, so I don't know. As long as you're sleeping all right, I think you'll be okay. Because I think the problem is staying up like for a week, you know, like those meth people do. All right, let's chop down this tree with my new axe. This axe is awesome. Oh yeah, I forgot I had this. I could have fought them with one hand easily. I forgot how good of a weapon this is. All right. Oh, we did start one over here. Oh my god, this thing is crazy. I need the lucky horseshoe, and I need to get lava proof so that I can go into hell and not die so easily. It's just too easy to die down there when I'm not lava proof. I'm assuming there's a item or potion to become lava proof in this game, just because this game has like everything. Pew 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 pew. Yeah, I had to like stop playing video games for kind of like a couple years, even though it's like one of my favorite things, just because my gamer wrist got so injured. Why am I talking with a California accent? God damn. Yeah, like StarCraft professionals, a lot of them will get like wrist problems. Depending on sort of like, it doesn't happen to everybody, but a lot of people who spend a lot of time on the mouse and keyboard for years get like wrist problems or pain or whatever. It took me a long time. I got a good 10 or 15 years of like heavy PC gaming before my wrist started to bother me, but then it did start to really hurt it a lot, so I stopped mostly playing PC games. But I realized I can play like controller games, which it's kind of frustrating because it's like the control is so much worse than a controller for most stuff. I mean, racing games, a controller is better, obviously. Like driving and like some things controllers are better for, but you know, like this game, I'm definitely handicapped with the controller compared to mouse and keyboard. But what I realized is basically, you know, not playing video games for the last couple of years just because of my wrist or whatever. It's been bad. Like, I need to play video games. It's like a big part of my life. It's one of my favorite things. Makes me happy. And not playing them is like a problem. Especially in the morning, like something about starting my day after I've had breakfast and everything else. You know, just sit down, play a little, you know, play a game for a little bit, and then get up and go about your day, you know, as the day warms up. Something about that is so nice, especially on the weekends. I used to have, because there's more people online playing multiplayer games on the weekends, I used to have such a good time with, on Wooza's Natural Selection 2 custom game server that allowed like super size multiplayer matches with like 1 million players, which I actually would have played for years more, except for I didn't realize it was hidden under a custom multiplayer menu in the game. That's like, oh, it's a third-party server, you better look out, it's scary. Like, they hid it and you had to like turn it on, or else I would have played it for so many more years. I only sort of played it towards the end, but I still had a great time playing Natural Selection 2 and Insurgency online. I think those were over the last like 5 or 10 years of my gaming career. I think was mostly Natural Selection 2 and Insurgency. I mean, those games are so good. I even had some servers I was running from my house, because there was a time years ago where all the offices were like upgrading their computers for some reason, like kind of like across the country. It was like a big thing that was happening. And so there's like this flood on the market of like 4th generation i7 computers for like you know, cheap, like $100 or less. And back then, like 16 gigs and like a 4th generation i7 was like a pretty good computer, especially for $100, you know, even if it was like a crappy Dell that you couldn't upgrade really. So I bought a few of those, and I ran a Natural Selection 2 server. I ran a Insurgency server. I want to still run them. There's a million servers I want to run. I just haven't had time, but someday. I'm getting closer to getting all my stuff organized so I can do that. How much wood did I get? Alright, let's go back to home. Oh, I'm excited about, I'm getting a capture card. I had a capture card. I mean, I've been making YouTube videos for like over 10 years. Like, never really trying like super hard, but just like sharing stuff that I enjoy, basically. And I can't tell you the number of times where I've been like making a video and the audio doesn't come out right, or the video doesn't come out right, but you just spend like hours making it, recording it. It's so frustrating, and it really makes you not want to make videos, you know. So one of the solutions to that is to get a unconscious man. What are you doing up here? Get out of here, bro. Crystal? Shop? Ale? Flame burst rod? Hold on. Hold up. Where's my, where do I have... Alright, I guess I'm going to use these and put down the banner for more damage. And as like a checkpoint, it's fun to like run under these banners when you're running across the sky bridge and they go whoosh, and you feel like you just went past a checkpoint. I like that. It's a nice little thing you can do. Come back, man. Oh wait, where's my bird? There we go. Yeah, it's so funny watching... Oh, the trident! I forgot that thing's so awesome. Oh, Lance. Alright. Let's see here. Ale improves melee. Eternia crystal. Place in a stand to summon Etheria's portals. 37 silver. That's cheap. Buy a few of those. Stand. Oh, those are gold, so those actually do cost some. Interact while holds the Eternia crystal. Summon Etheria's portals. Interact the crystal to skip extra time between waves. I don't know what that means, but I'm just gonna buy one right now. Oh, you need to defend the waves and then store your items, I guess. Okay. Whoa, hold on. There's things happening here. There's a lot in this game. Thank you, Finchy, for the help. Summon damage. What is this? Summon? A sentry. Oh. A tower that shoots exploding fireballs? Oh, these all cost defender medals. Okay, so... Cool. That's interesting. So... Can I create... Maybe if I'm back at my workshop, I can put the crystal on the stand or whatever. But, yeah, anyway, so if you have like a streaming PC or a recording PC, same thing. Like, basically what you do is you get like a capture card and an HDMI duplicator, doubler. So, your game, whatever you're playing, goes into the PC. You plug instead of plugging your HDMI into your monitor, you plug it into the capture card. And then you plug the capture card into your monitor. And then you also plug the capture card into your streaming PC with USB. and here's an island. Oh no, there's one already. I keep tricking myself thinking I have a new one here. And then you can still play your game on your monitor like normal, but you can also run like OBS or whatever your recording software in your through the US on the capture PC, coming in through the USB, and that way you can monitor your audio level and monitor your video recording. You can see live what's being recorded, video and audio. And that way you don't spend hours thinking you're recording something and the whole time the audio is garbage or the video is broken or something is wrong. So anyway, that's a long way of explaining. I'm pretty excited about that. I can't wait to get that because there's really so many awesome games and things I'd love to make videos about, but that's just one of the problems that sort of was preventing me from making more videos, especially this winter. I'm going to be inside. Should I go higher? Oh yeah, why are they higher? Oh, I'm in like space now. I didn't realize the islands got so high they like low gravity area. I'm going into outer space here. Let's eat a pumpkin pie. Get rid of these cobwebs. Get rid of this water leaf. And the seeds. And oh, I got 10 defenders medal already? Oh. For trading with the tavern keep? Oh, I don't even need to defend waves to get a medal. Okay. Alright. Ooh, what is that? Hold on. No! What was that? I'm gonna get it. Was that just a mana crystal? Oh, I don't want to go all the way back to get up there. Can I build a way up there? But yeah, I bought an internal capture card like a year or two ago to try to do the same thing, but I just couldn't get it to work. I tried it in like multiple PCs, 2 or 3 different PCs, and it just didn't work. So it's too bad because it was like kind of expensive. Because here's what sort of the deal, like traditionally internal cards were better than like USB accessories because it was so much more powerful. But I guess the cheap USB ones are getting good enough now that it's just a lot easier and more reliable. I mean, the thing is, I didn't buy Elgato. I should have. I bet if I bought an Elgato one, it would have worked fine. But there's so much money. So I bought a Aver Media, which is like the competitor to Elgato. And they're they're still expensive, but they're more affordable. And I still need to try it in like some more PCs maybe, because I'm sure I could get it to work somehow, probably. But yeah, that's a pain. And then the other pain is like, you know, on my gaming PC, I use DisplayPort, and it's like, you know, 240 hertz. And like, it's nice to play games at least like 90, you know, below 90 starts to feel pretty choppy in the response, you know. So, but capture cards, when you buy capture cards, they're not, they're all like HDMI, and none of them are really above like 60 frames per second, which is actually fine because when you upload to YouTube, actually I don't know, maybe they have higher frame rates now, but like normally like YouTube videos are like 60 frames per second, right? So I don't know. It's just annoying that to have to use HDMI because DisplayPort's so much better. And then another thing is like you have to hope it doesn't lag by duplicating the signal and going through a capture thing, which I don't think it does, like noticeably, but we'll see. Like, they've gotten better. Technology just keeps getting better and cheaper all the time, so. Well, except for recently with the inflation, but. The horseshoe! Finally! Yes! Yes, queen. Yes. What is this? Love is in the trash slot. Damn. What does that mean? Sick, finally. Okay, what are we gonna replace? Immunity to fire, probably. Yeah. Ooh, that magma stone is sick. Although I don't really use melee attacks. So I could just get rid of that one actually. For now. Finally, the horseshoe. Oh my god. That's the most islands I've ever gone through in a Terraria. Not that I've played Terraria too many times. I've probably made like less than 10 characters total in my life. But still, that's the longest it's ever taken me that I can remember. My god, look at all these fucking... Get out of here. Oh, it's a blood moon. Alright. Man, those harpies are easy to kill once you get one of these things, man. Once you get one of these rods. Flame lash. Just wrecks them. Yeah, I miss Minecraft. Like, I mean, I spent so many years in Minecraft. But it's because I played like these really big mod packs that just have like insane amounts of content. But yeah, Minecraft on a controller is just... It's kind of unplayable, really, for me. Terraria is not bad on a controller. I also just got my first VR headset. I got a cheap one, used, $90. It's an OLED, it's sick. I need to get lenses for it because my eyes are like nearsighted. But I forgot why I even brought that up. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, games. Oh yeah, because I've been playing VR, because VR chat's a lot of fun, and that's a controller game. So I need to eat a... God damn, why are there so many? Like, jeez. Her name is Rio and she... Let's just go home because this is dumb up here right now and I got my thing, so... Oh no, I did it again. Sick. Okay, can we make... Let's see here. Quick stack. Give me some space. Let's open up our pig. And put our... What item did we take off? This magma stone. Take this off. Here? Oh, I don't need this sword in here anymore. My weapons are so much better. And the musket, yeah, I can get rid of those. Oh my god. It's crazy how much better my weapons are now. Holy shit, look at all my buffs. But what else? Yeah, I've been playing Broforce recently, which is honestly so incredibly fun. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, Total Biscuit, like... I probably wouldn't be playing this game if it wasn't for him. I probably would have never played Rogue Knight and beaten it if it wasn't for him. And it's funny because like when I watch him play, it makes me want to play because it's funny that like he's like not that good at video games. You know, he's not bad, but he's not like super good either. But when I watch him, I'm like, oh, come on, like just do the thing, you know, like I know what to do more. And it just like kills me watching him like not do it, you know? And so that actually just makes me want to I'm like, I didn't have any desire really to play before, but I'm like, dude, come on. Like, do it right, you know? It makes me want to do it because it's like, I don't know. I guess I have. I did go to school for engineering, which I kind of regret now. Because like just because you have an engineering mind ability doesn't mean you should do engineering. 'Cause it's like pretty boring. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, part of my engineering mindset is sort of like I like it when things are like working well, you know? So when things are like not working as well as they could be, I'm like, oh man, come on. You gotta get that going better, you know? So it's sort of like OCD, a little bit OCD, I guess, maybe. Let's put away this shackle that I'll probably never use ever again. Wow, I got a lot of shackles. I'm gonna have to make a shackle chest. Plus 4 defense, that's not terrible. No abilities on that one? Garbage. Can we do a quick stack? Why do we have a skull? Oh, it's a mask. That's pretty cool. Let's just go up here and take some pot shots. Oh, you know what? This height would be great for this. Oh, if it didn't bounce off the floor. I haven't used this much. It's like a grenade launcher from Quake, like bounces on the ground. I have been playing a ray tracing Quake, which is fun. I haven't beaten it yet. I was also playing Brutal Doom, which is really a really good game. I haven't beat. Wow, this is pretty satisfying on the ground when you can bounce it. I don't know if there's any benefit to these clearing these blood moons at your base, unless you like really need gold or banners or something. But yeah, so I was playing VR. There's also a bunch of ray tracing games I want to try, like Carmageddon 2. That's a game that you can play with the controller, and it's one of my favorite games of all time. And I guess it has ray tracing now, which is sick. There's there's some kind of patch. I joined this like NVIDIA Discord. NVIDIA has like some beta program right now for adding ray tracing to games. And you can just join the Discord and download the thing and put it in your game, and it'll just like be ray tracing. But it doesn't work for every game. It only works for like, what is it, DirectX 8? I think if you have a DirectX 8 game, you basically download this thing, just unzip it in your game folder. Your game is now ray tracing. So that's that's so cool. Like growing up playing video games, dude, I never thought games would get that good. It's so awesome. It's actually really funny. When I was a really little kid in like kindergarten, when I was like 5 years old, my friend had video games and I didn't. And he had like a Commodore 64 and this game called Demon Stalkers, which was awesome, and I still have like such good memories of that game. I should try to play it as an adult. It'd be fun. But dude, we literally played on like a 3-inch green monochrome screen at first. Like his family had a bigger TV, like a real like normal size TV, but that was like the like living room TV. When we were in his bedroom, it was just like a 3-inch green screen monochrome. That was like the first screen I ever played video games on. And to get like ray tracing OLED virtual reality games, dude, it's like a crazy upgrade from a fucking monochrome 3-inch screen, you know? It's actually funny because like I was just thinking about yesterday, I've been going to the gym recently and playing basketball just by myself, like shooting hoops just to like stay in shape. And when I was a kid, I hated doing anything physical or being outside. All I wanted to do was play video games and watch TV. And that friend, my first friend who like played video games in the Commodore 64, he would take like every couple hours he'd be like, all right, let's go outside and like shoot some hoops or something. He liked shooting hoops, and I hated it at the time. I was like, oh, I hate going outside. I hate shooting hoops. And now all these years later, I'm like, oh, I love it. I love shooting hoops. He was my best friend for years growing up in grade school until he moved away. It's really funny and was good at video games and super smart. Alright, it's probably been almost long enough in this video. I need to use the restrooms. I need to go rest. I need to go rest in the room. What the hell is this thing? Trash slot? Oh, there we go. Nice. As long as it's not in my inventory, I'm happy. Another raincoat? I mean... Her name is Rio and she dances in the sand. Oh, I got the TB top hat, dude. I'm gonna have to put it on probably just for... Even though I'm a witch hat man at heart. Just to honor the fallen. Dude, it's so funny, TB. For you guys who don't know... Because this was a lot of years ago now. TB, Total Biscuit, was like a... He was like a defender of the video game industry. He would like... call out companies doing stupid shit with video games. Like loot grabs and the, you know... loot chests and pay to win, all that stuff. Back when it was like really bad. And he would like showcase games that were made really well and done right and stuff. But dude, it's actually funny because like he cared so much about video games that because you know how stress is like incredibly bad for your health and like it increases like tumor growth and cancers and stuff even. Like it's been shown for sure. Hair loss, all that stuff. High blood pressure, gray hair. It's crazy what stress will do to you. It's really crazy like how damaging stress is. Especially in the long term. But he was so passionate about video games and he was like trying to, you know, shine a light on these scumbag practices at a time when they were like really bad. And I'm 100% sure that his stress from being angry at these crappy video game makers was like a large contributor to his cancer and death, you know. Which, you know, it's not that funny, but it's kind of fun. It's kind of funny. He cared so much that like he's like, oh, these fucking companies, dude. You know. But yeah, R.I.P. TB. I kind of want like nobody's really filled in the gap he's left, you know, showcasing really good games and playing games with friends for fun and, you know, pointing out, you know, bad trends that are happening in the industry and helping you know, fix them by bringing awareness. It's really cool. And man, it's crazy. If you look online, if you just type in like good indie games, if you watch a video of like 30 cool indie games on YouTube, you will for sure see some that are like, man, that looks really fun. I want to try that. Like there's so many of them. They just don't get advertised, you know, because they don't have the budget. Like all the best games coming out pretty much are like indie games or like not from mainstream publishers. Really. Oh yeah, BattleBit is another game I got really into recently, but that's a mouse and PC, you know, game. I can't really play it. I played it a couple times over the last few weeks, and it didn't hurt my wrist right away. But like a week later, like today and yesterday, last few days, my wrist has really been hurting when I move it in certain directions. You know, some injuries, they don't hurt right at the time, but then they hurt later. So yeah, what should we do? Let's just... should I post that last video? I don't need to post it. See, the problem with the last video, it's not like a terrible video, but I just don't like the way I sound in it, because I wasn't having like a good day, you know? Let's just use these platforms and then get out of here. I'm so used to breaking my falls and being afraid of falling, I don't have to worry anymore. How far are we out here? Oh, we're getting there. It's really hard to do this because you can't go full speed or you'll fall off the edge faster than you can build. You have to like tap it at the right intervals. Oh yeah. Another one of my favorite games of all time, Interstate 76. I haven't been playing for a while, but it's actually a really good controller game. So I need to get back into that. And actually the guy who ran interstate76.com, Lightfoot, for like over 10 years and organized like multiplayer games and map downloads and everything, like sort of kind of kept the game together for like over 10 years. Recently sort of had a meltdown and like shut down the Discord server and the website. And you know, he's never been the most stable person before, but I'm not exactly sure. I think some new people got into the Discord, and I guess he didn't like the way they were playing the game in multiplayer. Like he had like rules about like how to set up your car in the game, and I guess he didn't like how someone had their car set up, and just had a complete meltdown. So, which is too bad, because like now the main website and Discord for the game is down, and like that was like the main place people went to get help installing the game and getting it working and everything, because he did, you know, work with a lot of people over the years to edit the game files to get it working really good for modern computers, which is cool. And I think I still have his newest setup file for installing the game on modern computers, because there's a lot of patches that you can't get anywhere else. Like the good old games GOG.com version is better than the original version for modern computers, but it's not as good as Lightfoot's patched up version. Because like if you don't play the game at 25 frames per second, the physics don't work right. And also there's like a sound bug, and there's all sorts of glitches. It's a really old game. It's like from the dawn of 3D, but it's such a good game. It's really top 3 of my favorite games of all time for sure. And I still haven't played it with a controller, which I really need to do, because I beat the campaign. I didn't. It's so funny. That was one of the things I sort of started my YouTube channel about, was like doing a playthrough of the campaign of Interstate 76, because normally I don't like single player campaigns. Normally I only ever do multiplayer for the most part. But Interstate 76, the single player is so good that I actually do love it. And but it's funny because like, so that was like one of my biggest inspirations to start my channel, was doing a playthrough of that game. And I did the playthrough and I posted it, but I never did the last level, which I forget why. There was a reason. I needed to like get a different microphone, or like I didn't want there to be a spoiler about the ending, or I can't remember. There was some reason that I didn't do it, but I wanted to do it. There was I think it was something out of laziness. But anyway, I need to do a playthrough again, and then I'll do the last level this time. It's actually funny. I still got comments sometimes on like, there was this one level that was so hard to beat, and it wasn't even on hard. It was on like normal difficulty, I think. This one level is crazy hard to beat, where you go up to a checkpoint and there's police and you have to kill them, and then they ambush you and there's a helicopter, and it's just like 10 cars versus you alone plus a helicopter. And I forget how many tries. It took me over 15, 20 tries, I think, to beat that level, at least. And each try, you know, was a good, like, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 minutes or something. So it was like hours and hours of like trying to beat that level. And I ended up just happening to get lucky, really, because just depending on the AI of how the enemies fight you, you know, sometimes you get lucky. And also my radar missile, it's really finicky about locking onto the helicopter. So I also ended up getting lucky with some helicopter lock-ons, I think. But I also had to be strategic because I was just so outnumbered, outgunned. What I ended up doing was like, I knew where I'd done it so many times, I knew where the checkpoint was going to trigger for the fighting cutscene or whatever. They're going to cutscene, then the fight starts. So I positioned my car to be in the best position possible to get away quickly behind cover, while also having like my most powerful guns lined up perfectly facing one of the enemies right when the cutscene ends. So I did that, and I like put a lot of good fire onto them, and like it sort of drove away to start the fight. And if I didn't do that, plus get really lucky with the rest of the fight, it was like pretty much unwinnable. But that was just me at the time. I'm sure there's other people that are better than me at the game with different... Because you can set up the car so differently. Like, the game is based on MechWarrior 2. So, like, it's awesome how complex the targeting and radar is, and the fighting. Like, all the armor panels and chassis armor. Like, there's so many different hitboxes on your car. And, like, it's a really awesome battle simulation. It's really awesome. It's really like MechWarrior, but instead of mechs, you have like mech muscle cars, essentially. And it's just awesome. It's so good. Like all this, it's as detailed and complex as MechWarrior in terms of like your weapon and armor systems and tracking and everything. So it's just awesome. It's just really good. But anyway, the reason I want to redo it with the controller is because you can drive... Oh, I almost fell. You can drive so much better in the game with the controller than with the mouse and a keyboard. So I need to do that. Do another playthrough with the controller. The only issue with the controller is that there are so many controls in the game that there's not enough buttons on the controller for them all, especially like your weapons. Like normally if you have 4 guns, 4 forward-mounted guns and 1 rear-mounted gun, you'd press spacebar to shoot them all, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on your number pad, on your above your keyboard, your numbers. Oh, I can't take damage anymore. I can fall. We'll shoot the guns individually. Then L is like link or unlink your guns to shoot synchronized if they're the same kind of gun. Because like you pretty much need your whole controller just for driving controls. Like you can have 1 or 2 shoot controls on your controller. But if you really want full combat controls, you need more buttons than what you get on a normal controller. So, like, I'm sure I could still beat the game on a normal controller, but it would be cool. Like, I'm sure there's a way. Like, I think you can get like USB foot switches, you know, for like music. You can like press the switch with your foot for like a piano, you know, just like USB. But I think you could like use one of those controller things to like, you know, map your controls to the, you know, map a foot control to the game. And then I could have like my Xbox controller plus extra like foot controls maybe. I don't know. But yeah, so let's end this here because this is getting long. And I don't know if I'm going to post the last one or not. Probably not. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to go do something else.